Our most dominant upper body motor pattern that we use every single day is the pushing motion, upper body pressing. That's done by way of the chest, the tricep, anterior shoulder muscle, and some other stabilizers throughout the shoulder girdle. This one's probably the most common one you see in the gym world. The guys walking around asking where they bench, how much do you bench press, bro? So the pressing motion is very important to making sure that we keep good strength through our upper body, especially in overhead mobility as we age. But it's also one of the tightest hypertonic or hyperactive muscle groups in the body. So we want to balance that out with our opposing muscle groups in an opposing motion of the pull. The push and the pull really look very similar from a base standpoint. When you're starting out, we're going to keep your elbows just a soft bit away, a soft angle away from your ribs. We're not going to lock it out military style. We're definitely not going to flare and load, because that's where we get problems with that compression in our joint and loading with that. So we want to have 30 to 45 degrees of separation from this front angle. When I push out in front, if I'm doing bilateral as I'm showing here, I will bring it into the center line as much as I can, depending on what mode of exercise, what form of resistance I'm using. So it's a slight shoulder width apart about as I come back, or at the back side of this position, or backside position of this exercise, and then maybe inside the shoulders at the front side, as you can see here. From the side, I'm going to make sure that my forearm stays pretty well horizontal, parallel to the floor the entire time, and that my wrists don't bend against the resistance, that I've got a nice straight line from elbow to knuckles, and that I'm drawing my shoulders back actively. So even though that resistance is actually facilitating my load back, I'm not letting the band do the work for me. I'm pulling those shoulder blades back actively as if I was doing a row, so that I can load that press in a more proper position. Let me give myself a better angle of resistance here. For a standing press, the mechanics are going to be very similar to my row. It's just a difference in where that resistance is coming from. So now I'm resisted in the press, but I'm still drawing those shoulder blades back, squeezing out in front, maintaining good postural and pillar core set stature, and strong at the base, so that my shoulder blades, my elbows, and my arms can do this motion. The pushing motion, again, very important for our day-to-day health, and we got to make sure that we keep it balanced with our rowing motions so that we can fight round shoulder syndrome, fight all those postural deviations like gravity and desk work and cooking and driving and everything else that we do in front of our bodies all day long. We got to make sure we keep it strong, but also keep it mobile and balanced.